Chosen one, listen closely. Today, the 999 portal has opened. This is not just another date on the calendar, nor is it a game of repeating numbers. This is a divine moment appointed by heaven, a threshold where the old cycle closes and a new destiny begins. This is the hour when God marks a sign for this generation. Those who hear will be lifted. Those who ignore will be left behind. It is no accident you are here. It is no coincidence you are hearing these words. You have been drawn by an unseen hand of authority because your soul has been marked, called, and chosen. The 999 portal is not only open in the heavens, it is opening inside of you. It stirs your nerves, your dreams, your fears, and your hidden desires. And it asks you a single question. Are you ready to release what has expired so you can step into the life I have already prepared for you? Chosen one, this moment will not repeat itself. This is the line between past and future, between decay and rebirth. If you step through, light will erupt within you. If you hesitate, the door will close, and you may remain bound to the old cycle for years to come. Chosen one. The number 9 is not an accident in heaven's design. It is the final marker of a cycle, the last step before the new begins. 9 speaks of completion, of lessons fulfilled, of endings that cannot be postponed. In the language of the Spirit, 9 is the breath before resurrection. It is the sign that what has served its purpose must now give way to what is waiting to be born. On this 9th day of the 9th month, that meaning is magnified beyond measure. The 999 portal is not just about digits aligning. It is a sacred doorway where the vibration of closure collides with the vibration of new beginnings. When this moment arrives, heaven intensifies its power. The atmosphere grows heavy, and the soul feels stirred. Some will sense it as unease, others as inspiration, and still others as a quiet yet undeniable push that says, you cannot remain as you were. This is not random emotion, it is the evidence that divine alignment is pressing into your life. 9 demands decision. The portal does not allow you to linger in the middle. Either you release what is finished, or you risk being bound by it for years to come. Relationships that no longer carry life, habits that drain your spirit, thoughts that belong to yesterday, all of these will rise to the surface now. You cannot carry them into the next chapter. If you resist, the energy will weigh you down. If you surrender, it will lift you into new ground. That is the law of 9. Understand this clearly. What you choose in this hour will be sealed. The portal multiplies intention. If you feed fear, fear grows stronger. If you nurture faith, faith expands like fire. If you cling to the past will bind you. But if you lay it down, heaven will open doors that no one can shut. This is why the number 9 is not passive, it is prophetic. It declares that one chapter has ended and another stands ready to begin. Chosen one, this is the meaning of 9. This is the call of the 999 portal. The question is no longer whether the door has opened. The question is whether you will walk through it. Chosen one, what makes this season unlike any other is not only the power of the number 9, but the convergence of 2 portals at once. The eclipse portal, stirred by the blood moon and total lunar eclipse, has not yet closed, and the 999 portal now opens upon it. When one gateway remains active while another begins, the energy does not simply add, it multiplies. This is why the air feels heavier, why time feels accelerated, and why the ordinary rhythms of life suddenly shift with force. Spiritual tradition has long declared that when portals overlap, destinies are recalibrated. It is as though 2 rivers meet and their currents merge. The waters move faster, stronger, unstoppable. What was delayed begins to unfold in days instead of months. What was hidden rises to the surface with urgency. What was fragile either breaks completely or is reforged into unshakable strength. This alignment is not gentle, it presses you, tests you, and stretches you so that you can no longer ignore what heaven has already decided. Many of you have felt this weight in the past days. Fatigue, restlessness, emotions rising without explanation. This is not weakness. It is the pressure of transformation. You are being asked to carry more light than before, to step into greater clarity, to hold a destiny larger than you imagined. And though your body may feel heavy, your spirit knows the truth. The season of waiting has ended, and the acceleration has begun. But hear this warning. Not everyone will recognize the hour. Many will dismiss it as a coincidence, as another date passes by. They will continue with their routines, blind to the undercurrent pulling at their souls. Yet for those who are chosen, the difference is undeniable. You sense that the old world no longer fits. Conversations that once seemed harmless now feel toxic. Patterns you tolerated now feel unbearable. The double alignment will not allow you to stay the same. Patience, trust, and courage are the tests of this overlap. Patience, because what is shifting within may take time to show outwardly. Trust, because much of the work is invisible. Courage, because stepping forward means leaving behind what once gave comfort. Chosen one. The merging of these portals is not random. It was written long before you were born. Heaven has brought you to this moment to decide. You cannot hold on to both worlds. You must release the old so you can embrace the new. Chosen one. Understand this clearly. This message is not for the casual listener. It is not for those who scroll by, looking for entertainment or comfort. It is for the market. It is for those who have felt the stirring in their spirit, the unease that refuses to be silenced, the whisper that keeps returning in the stillness of the night. If these words resonate deep within you, it is because you have been called. Heaven is not speaking to the crowd, it is speaking to you. You were not placed in this hour by mistake. Before you were born, your soul agreed to this awakening. That is why you feel out of place in environments that once embraced you. That is why doors you thought were secure are suddenly closing. That is why certain people are drifting away without explanation. The hand of God is rearranging your path, and though it feels disruptive, it is preparation. You are not being punished, you are being refined. The call of the chosen is never easy. It pulls you away from the familiar and places you on a road that demands surrender. It asks you to release what others cling to see what others cannot see, to carry a weight that others refuse to bear. But in that burden lies the blessing. In that separation lies the sanctification. You were never meant to blend in. You were always meant to rise. Do not be surprised if people misunderstand you in this season. They will call you distant, strange, even ungrateful. They cannot see what heaven is revealing to you. Do not fight to explain yourself, for explanation is not your assignment. Alignment Island. Let those who choose to leave, leave. Let those who no longer fit, fall away. Every loss is also a divine exchange. When God removes, He replaces. When He closes, He opens. What departed was never meant for the next chapter. This call requires courage, but it also carries promise. You are not stepping into emptiness. You are stepping into destiny. The 999 portal has opened, and the voice of heaven is summoning you forward. You cannot remain the same. You cannot cling to yesterday. Chosen one, the call is urgent. Rise, release, and walk boldly into the future God has already prepared. Chosen one, the first command of this portal is simple yet severe. Release. The 999 portal is not a hallway where you drag your baggage through. It is a doorway, narrow and precise, and nothing that has expired can pass with you. This is why in this season you feel pressure in your relationships, tension in your habits, and unrest in your thoughts. Heaven is forcing a separation. What once gave you comfort is now suffocating. What once felt safe now feels unbearable. This is not a coincidence. This is the hand of God removing what cannot remain. To release is not weakness, it is alignment. It is to acknowledge that a chapter has ended and to let it close without clinging. When a relationship dissolves, when a friendship fades, when an opportunity shuts, your flesh may panic, but your spirit must discern. God does not take away to leave you empty. He takes away to prepare room for what is greater. If you chase after what he has removed, you are resisting the very process meant to lift you higher. Think of Israel leaving Egypt. They could not carry the chains of slavery into the promised land. They had to leave behind what once defined them, even if it was all they had ever known. So it is with you. The 999 portal is your exodus moment. You cannot carry Pharaoh's chains into God's freedom. You cannot cling to yesterday while expecting tomorrow's blessing. Release requires trust. It demands that you believe what departed was never yours to keep. It insists that you see every ending not as loss but as preparation. A door shut is not rejection. It is redirection. A person leaving is not abandonment. It is divine sorting. Heaven is cleaning your circle, stripping your habits, refining your identity. And though it stings, though it cuts deep, it is mercy. Chosen one, release with faith. Lay down the expired season. Stop begging people to stay. Stop forcing what no longer fits. Open your hands so that heaven can fill them. The first spiritual message of this portal is clear. Let go or be left behind. The choice is yours, but the blessing waits only on the other side of release. Chosen one. The second message of this portal is awareness. If release clears the space, awareness fills it with light. The 999 portal sharpens your inner vision, tuning your soul to frequencies you once ignored. Dreams become vivid, coincidences seem too precise to dismiss, and small details in conversations pierce your heart with unusual clarity. Do not treat these moments lightly. They are not distractions. They are signals from heaven, guiding you through the doorway that has just opened. In this season, silence will speak louder than noise. You will notice a pull to withdraw from the chaos, to sit quietly, to listen more than you speak. That is not isolation, it is instruction. Heaven does not shout in confusion, it whispers in stillness. When your spirit feels drawn to quiet, honor it. When your heart feels stirred by subtle signs, acknowledge them. These are the ways the portal trains your sensitivity. Awareness is not optional now, it is survival. Consider how prophets of old were guided. Elijah did not hear God in the wind, the earthquake, or the fire. He heard him in the gentle whisper. So it is with you. If you keep filling your soul with constant noise, you will miss the voice that matters most. Awareness demands discipline. It requires turning off what drains you, so you can tune into what aligns you. This may mean cutting down distractions, stepping back from endless scrolling, or refusing to engage in empty conversations. Every choice to guard your focus strengthens your awareness. Awareness also exposes patterns. You may begin to see cycles in your life that you once overlooked. Repeated disappointments, recurring temptations, familiar lies. These are not coincidences, they are the enemy's traps. The portal shines light on them so you can finally break free. Awareness without action is wasted, but awareness with obedience is a breakthrough. Chosen one. The 999 portal is sharpening your spiritual senses because what is coming requires discernment. You cannot afford to walk blindly. You cannot afford to ignore the signs. Awareness is heaven's way of preparing you for decisions that will shape your future. The second spiritual message is clear. Pay attention. Listen deeply. Watch carefully. For in the days of this portal, what you notice and what you ignore will determine the path you walk. Chosen one. The third message of this portal is courage. Release prepares the space. Awareness sharpens your vision, but without courage, you will stand before the doorway and never walk through it. The 999 portal does not open every day. It carries the weight of a decision, and a decision always demands boldness. This is the hour where fear rises like a shadow, whispering that you are not ready, that you might lose too much, that the unknown is too dangerous. Yet fear is an illusion, and courage is the key that shatters it. Understand this. Heaven does not call the comfortable, heaven calls the willing. When God summoned Abraham, he did not show him every detail of the promised land. He simply said, "Go." When Peter stepped out of the boat, the storm was still raging, but the command was clear, "Come." The same principle applies to you now. If you wait until everything looks safe, you will miss the miracle. The portal demands action even when clarity is incomplete. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the choice to obey in spite of fear. It is stepping into the unknown with trust that God has already gone ahead of you. Courage says, "I will let go even though I don't know what comes next. I will step forward even though the ground feels uncertain. I will obey even if others do not understand." This posture separates the chosen from the complacent. Do not underestimate the weight of your decisions in this season. Every thought, every word, every step is amplified. If you choose hesitation, the portal will seal stagnation. If you choose courage, the portal will seal a breakthrough. The very act of saying yes when everything in you wants to retreat creates a shift that heaven honors. Chosen one, courage is not for tomorrow, it is for today. This is not the time to linger at the threshold. This is not the time to negotiate with fear. The 999 portal is a divine summons, and hesitation is as dangerous as outright disobedience. The third spiritual message is clear. Be bold, step forward. Trust that the same God who opened the door will sustain you once you pass through. Chosen one, the fourth message of this portal is about energy. In the unseen realm, energy is wealth. What you give your attention to is the seed you plant, and the harvest always comes multiplied. The 999 portal magnifies this law. Every thought, every emotion, every decision you make in this season carries weight. Heaven is watching where you invest your focus, because where you spend your energy, you direct your destiny. If you waste your strength on fear, gossip, bitterness, comparison, or endless distraction, you will reap emptiness. These things drain your account until you have nothing left to carry the blessing God has already written for you. But if you invest your energy in prayer, in gratitude, in silence, in reflection, in faith, you will create overflow. The portal shines like sunlight on whatever you plant. If you plant weeds, weeds will grow. If you plant faith, faith will multiply. This is not opinion, it is spiritual law, and the portal enforces it with precision. Guard your focus, chosen one. In this season, scrolling endlessly is not harmless. Entertaining toxic conversations is not trivial. Dwelling on fear-filled narratives is not neutral. These actions are transactions, and you cannot afford to fund your own destruction. Every distraction is a thief. Every wasted moment is a withdrawal from the account you will need for the future. Instead, choose intentionally. Fill your spirit with words of life. Surround yourself with light. Even in small acts, a candle lit in prayer, a song of worship, a journal of thanksgiving. These actions are deposits. They strengthen your spirit and align you with the abundance heaven desires to release. Do not underestimate their power. The portal is multiplying everything you allow in. Chosen one, understand this truth. Energy is currency, and you are spending it every moment. The question is not whether you are sowing, but what you are sowing. If you want to walk into the next chapter with a blessing, you must stop funding fear and start investing in faith. The fourth spiritual message is clear. Guard your energy as your greatest wealth. Spend it wisely, for the harvest will be greater than you imagine. Chosen one, the fifth message of this portal is the truth. Nothing hidden can remain hidden under the weight of the 999 alignment. The energy of this season strips away illusion, dissolves deception, and forces clarity where you once lived in shadows. For some, this will come as a sudden revelation, secrets exposed, motives unmasked, relationships showing their true colors. For others, the unveiling will be inward, an honest look at the lies you have told yourself about who you are, what you desire, or what you can no longer tolerate. At first, truth feels heavy. It shakes the ground beneath your feet. It burns away the comfort of pretending. Yet truth is also fire that purifies. When the lie collapses, you are no longer bound by it. How many years have been lost to keeping appearances, holding together what was already broken, pretending everything was fine? The 999 portal declares, no more pretending. God is pulling down the veils so you can finally see with clarity. This unveiling will not always feel kind. You may discover things you wish you had not known. You may lose relationships you thought were secure. You may confront realities you tried to avoid. But chosen one, do not mistake exposure for cruelty. It is mercy. Hidden poison cannot heal in darkness. The wound must be revealed before it can close. That is why the portal uncovers it is not to shame you, but to free you. Remember, truth is not your enemy. The enemy of your soul is the lie that keeps you bound. When truth steps in, it may sting, but it also delivers. It aligns you with the life heaven intended. It sets your feet on solid ground rather than shifting sand. Scripture declares that the truth shall set you free, and freedom is always the purpose of revelation. Chosen one, embrace the unveiling. Do not run from what God is revealing. Do not cling to the illusion when the reality has already been exposed. Face it, receive it, and allow it to refine you. The fifth spiritual message is clear. Truth revealed is the doorway to freedom. Walk through it boldly, and let the fire of clarity burn away what no longer belongs in your story. Chosen one, the sixth message of this portal is to guard your environment. In the days following the 999 alignment, your spirit is sensitive, your heart is open, and your energy is easily imprinted. What you allow into your space in this season will either strengthen you or weaken you. Every sound you hear, every word you speak, every atmosphere you step into leaves a deeper mark than usual, because the portal multiplies everything it touches. This is why you cannot take your environment lightly. The music you listen to is not just background noise, it is shaping your spirit. The conversations you entertain are not harmless, they are planting seeds in your soul. The content you scroll is not neutral, it is feeding your mind and steering your focus. If you flood your space with fear, drama, or negativity, the portal will amplify it. But if you fill your environment with peace, stillness, prayer, and clarity, you create a shield around your spirit. Heaven honors the atmosphere you choose. Guarding your environment also means cleaning it. Remove what feels heavy. Rearrange your space so that it lifts rather than burdens you. Light a candle with intention. Play music that carries life. Fill your walls with words that remind you of destiny. Even small acts shift the vibration of your entire day. This is not superstition, it is spiritual stewardship. Your environment is the soil, and your spirit is the seed. If the soil is toxic, the seed cannot thrive. And most importantly, watch your words. Every word carries frequency, and in this season words are magnified. If you speak doubt, doubt echoes louder. If you speak faith, faith reverberates into your future. The portal is listening, and it seals what you declare. Speak carefully. Speak as if your words are seeds, because they are. Chosen one, your environment is either an ally or an enemy in this hour. Protect it, guard it, curate it intentionally. Do not allow chaos to enter your sacred space. Do not allow carelessness to pollute your atmosphere. The sixth spiritual message is clear. Your environment is the altar of your destiny. Keep it pure, and heaven will dwell there with you. Chosen one, the seventh message of this portal is stillness. When the 999 alignment opens, the current of heaven begins to accelerate. Events move faster, connections shift suddenly, opportunities appear and vanish with unusual speed. Yet in the midst of this acceleration, you are not called to run harder, you are called to become still. This is the paradox of divine timing. When heaven quickens, you must anchor deeper. Acceleration without stillness leads to chaos. Many will feel the urgency of this hour and rush to act, desperate to force outcomes or chase after signs. But the portal is not asking for frenzy, it is asking for alignment. And alignment is found in rest, in clarity, in quiet trust. The one who slows down in the spirit is the one who catches the pace of heaven. The one who hurries in the flesh will always fall behind. Stillness does not mean inactivity. It means intentional balance. It means cutting out the unnecessary so the essential can speak. It means refusing to fill your calendar with distractions, choosing instead to dwell in the presence of God. It means walking slower, breathing deeper, eating mindfully, speaking less, and listening more. These practices are not weaknesses, they are strengths. They position your heart to receive what cannot be earned by rushing. Remember, chosen one, the portal has already accelerated the flow. You do not need to chase it. Your task is to anchor it, to stabilize the blessing so it does not slip through your hands. Think of a tree. When the winds grow stronger, it does not try to outrun the storm, it drives its roots deeper. In the same way, you must ground yourself in prayer, in gratitude, in silence, so that the acceleration of heaven does not uproot you but establishes you. This is why the days after 999 are dangerous for the restless. If you run without direction, you will waste the momentum. If you hurry without clarity, you will build on sand. But if you remain still in the spirit, you will move with the current effortlessly. The seventh spiritual message is clear. Slow down to catch up. Be still so the acceleration can carry you, not crush you. Chosen one, the eighth message of this portal is about relationships. When the 999 alignment opens, the spirit begins to reorder your circle. Some people will suddenly drift away, and others will unexpectedly draw near. Do not ignore these shifts. They are not random. Every connection in this season is being weighed not by the length of history, but by the alignment of destiny. This is why arguments that once seemed small now feel unbearable. This is why patterns you tolerated in silence are now impossible to ignore. The portal is testing every bond in your life, exposing whether it lifts you forward or drags you backward. It is heaven's way of cleansing your circle so that only those who are aligned with your next chapter will remain. You may grieve the loss of some connections, but understand this. God never removes without replacing. Every departure is a sign of preparation for a greater arrival. Do not chase after those who leave. If someone walks away, let them. If a friendship collapses, do not try to resurrect it. If family ties grow distant, do not cling in desperation. To fight against this separation is to resist the hand of God. Remember, the portal is not punishing you, it is protecting you. It is separating what cannot carry the weight of your future from what will stand beside you in the days to come. Be discerning with the ones who enter as well. Not every new face is meant to stay, but some are divine appointments. Ask yourself, does this person bring peace or chaos? Do they strengthen your faith or weaken it? Do they push you toward destiny or pull you back into cycles you have already escaped? The answers matter because in this season, relationships are doors. To walk with the wrong companion is to enter the wrong room. Chosen one, take this seriously. The 999 portal is reordering your circle with divine precision. If you resist, you will delay your progress. If you surrender, you will discover that those who remain are truly assigned to your journey. The eighth spiritual message is clear. Let go of who must go. Embrace who is sent, and trust that heaven knows who belongs in your story. Chosen one, the ninth and final message of this portal is intention and surrender. The 999 alignment does not merely open a door, it seals what you choose to carry through it. This is why your focus, your words, and your faith matter more now than ever. In this season, intention is amplified. What you set in motion, whether fear or faith, doubt or hope, bitterness or gratitude, will echo far into your future. Heaven is not passive in this. The portal multiplies whatever you agree with. Do not waste this moment planting seeds of defeat. Do not speak words that curse your own destiny. Instead, declare who you are becoming. Write down the vision. Speak it aloud with faith. See yourself walking in the life God has already prepared. The 999 portal is a mirror, reflecting back the posture of your heart. If you believe in lack, lack will be sealed. If you believe in abundance, abundance will be established. Intention is alignment, and alignment becomes reality. But intention alone is not enough. It must be paired with surrender. Surrender is not weakness, it is strength. It is the decision to release control and trust that God's timing is greater than your own. It is refusing to measure your journey against others, knowing that your season is unique, your calling distinct. It is embracing the silence without panic, believing that roots are forming beneath the surface even when nothing is visible above. Chosen one, the temptation in this season is to force outcomes, to rush what is still maturing, to doubt when results do not appear instantly. Resist it. The silence is not abandonment. It is alignment in progress. The delay is not denial. It is divine preparation. When you surrender, you stop fighting against the current and allow heaven to carry you exactly where you are meant to go. The ninth spiritual message is clear. Set your intention boldly, then release it fully. Believe without wavering, then let God bring it forth in His time. Intention directs your steps, surrender secures your destiny. Together, they unlock the fullness of what the 999 portal was designed to release in your life. Chosen one, we have reached the final call. The 999 portal has opened, and the messages have been delivered. 9 keys have been placed in your hand: release, awareness, courage, energy, truth, environment, stillness, relationships, and intention with surrender. These are not ideas to admire. They are weapons to wield. They are instructions for survival. They are maps for destiny. And now comes the moment of choice. Will you walk through the portal, or will you remain standing at the threshold? Understand this. The 999 portal is not a metaphor. It is not symbolic language to inspire temporary emotion. It is a real alignment, written into creation by the hand of God. The heavens declare cycles, and the earth responds. Your body, your relationships, your dreams, all of them have already begun to feel the trembling. This is not imagination, it is divine synchronization. The question is not whether the shift has begun. The question is whether you will align with it or resist it. If you cling to what is dying, you will sink with it. If you insist on carrying expired relationships, habits, or mindsets, the weight will hold you down. But if you release, if you surrender, if you step into the unknown with courage, the same current that could drown you will lift you into new heights. The portal is not neutral, it magnifies what you choose. That is why hesitation is dangerous. That is why indifference is costly. Walking through the portal does not mean fireworks in the sky. It may not feel dramatic in the nature. Outwardly, life may seem ordinary. You eat, you work, you sleep. But inwardly, the shift is undeniable. Your spirit knows the line has been crossed. You are not who you were yesterday. The soil beneath your feet has changed. A seed has been planted that cannot be uprooted. This is why you must guard your days carefully. Every word you speak, every thought you entertain, every step you take is now carrying multiplied power. Do not look back with regret. Do not compare your path to others. Do not panic when silence lingers longer than you expected. Trust the process. Trust the timing. Trust the one who wrote this alignment into the fabric of creation. The 999 portal is not demanding perfection from you, it is demanding willingness. Heaven is not asking you to have every answer. It is asking you to take the next step. Destiny unfolds one act of obedience at a time. Chosen one, hear me clearly. The old chapter is closed, the veil is torn, the illusions that bound you have been exposed. What once gave you comfort will no longer satisfy, because you are being called higher. This is not rejection, it is redirection. This is not loss, it is preparation. God is not punishing you, He is refining you. He is shaping you into a vessel that can carry the weight of glory already written for your life. The conclusion of the 999 message is not simply to inform you, it is to commission you. You are being summoned to rise, to step forward, to guard your energy, to sharpen your awareness, to speak with faith, and to walk in surrender. The days ahead will test you, but they will also crown you. The challenges will refine you, but they will also reveal you. The shaking is not to destroy you, it is to align you. Now is the hour. Now is the moment. The door stands open, but it will not remain open forever. You cannot linger in indecision. You cannot delay until tomorrow. The choice is now, to remain bound to cycles that no longer serve you, or to walk boldly into the future that heaven has prepared. Chosen one, walk through the portal. Do not hesitate, do not fear. Step forward with courage, release the weight of yesterday, guard the atmosphere of your spirit, and set your intention with surrender. For once you cross this line, there is no turning back, and that is the beauty of it. The 999 portal does not simply open a door in the heavens, it has opened a door in you. Walk through it, and never look back.